toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Golden Hurricane of Tulsa. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Rice Owls, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Rice's offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Johns. Got him downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Owls are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Tulsa's offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
The hand to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some room.
How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease, he gets to the 39?
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short.
Let's go, let's go.
Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Back to throw, it's Clinton. Using the quick game.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available, scramble, give me an easy 1st down.
Tulsa will come to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it out. It's Moncrief. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run it. Oh, he's got a chance. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Leaves it with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Owls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Give to the running back. Nice move to keep running. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
At the 45-yard line. Good enough for a 1st down.
Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Owls want to pick up the tempo. Let's talk for just a minute about Rice. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can... Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
To the ground with the back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rice.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 6 over LSU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To throw, it's Clinton. Here's the pressure. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Breaks the tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
At the 25-yard line. Brings up second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. To the air, it's Clinton. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Rice rushes to the line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Bounced off his feet. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. They'll try to run for it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll give it to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to the ground. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Here's the handoff. Nice move there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down when they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The option look. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. On the run, it's Dupree. Got the first down and more. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football.
There he goes. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Caught in the backfield. It's Roberts. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Here's the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Dupree. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. The give to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Quick release on the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Dropping back, it's Clinton. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Takes the handoff. It's Warren. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The lone back's got it. Picks up the first down. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. They'll run it. It's Warren. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over LSU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The give to the tailback. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Clinton. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it, fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Tulsa now has it in the red zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's caught. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives him momentum. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tulsa.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Moncrief. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Rice rushes to the line. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big. You've forced a third down. One more big stop. Now I can get them to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Owls are moving quickly down the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for room. It's Warren. Slithers into space. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Owls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rice. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now,
open field on the right. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against it. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Clinton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Rice.
On first down from the 13-yard line.
22, water.
Looking to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Makes a connection. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Tulsa now has it in the red zone. To the air, it's Clinton. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The handoff, keep working on that clock.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Rice rushes to the line. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Inside the 25. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the single back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Owls are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more play to pad the stats. Scanning the field, it's Clinton. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.